Okay, let's see who we are going to do next. Let's see, who is next for love reading? Well, you guys already know because it's titled. All right. Four of Swords. I forget which one that is. Let's see. All right, the later swords are Gemini. Seven of Swords is Aquarius. So the Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords. Okay, so it's Libra. Okay, sorry, it took me so long. I'm a little rusty with those. Okay, so Libra, you are next. All right, so let's see what's going on with love for Libras, please. Libras, love for Libras. Libra. What's going on with Libras in love? Okay, so we have the Four of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, the World card, the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Emperor. And the overall energy is the Four of Pentacles. So a clinging on to, holding tight, that sort of thing, although a new breakthrough wants to come through with the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's being stubborn and that sort of deal, most likely. Not really seeing what's in front of them, being stubborn, that kind of deal. It could be, they might be sad about something else, that could be why. But you do have good cards. You have the Wheel of Fortune coming soon, things like that. All right, so with the Four of Wands as the first card, I mean, this is probably something around home. Purchasing a home, buying a home, getting married, living together, you know, something like that with the Four of Wands showing up first. Okay, so that could be first and forefront what is going on. Now, it can also just be like gatherings and celebrations. So, I mean, it is the holidays, so it could just be like having the family over at Christmas and, you know, things like that. With the Ace of Swords, I do believe you're going to receive, you're going to have a very honest conversation here in December, fairly soon. I would imagine in the more of the beginning of the month of December, you're going to get some much needed clarity here. You have all these like swords right here. You know, I feel like these are both of you, you know, talking, that sort of deal. One of you could be younger than the other. That is possible since the Page of Swords is here and the Queen of Swords. This could even be, I mean, you know, if you don't have any like love romantic thing going on right now, this could even be like a conversation with like your kid, you know, maybe one of your kids comes home or something like that and you're having a really clear-cut conversation. That could be too. But most likely one of you is older than the other. Let's see. I'm going to go around this one more time. Let's get some more clarification. With the World card, I mean, the World card is always about new cycles, beginning new cycles, like ending cycles and starting a new cycle. However, I don't necessarily see supporting evidence of that yet. That's why I'm going to go around this again. This could just be travel, you know, because it is the holidays, so it could just indicate traveling to like your parents' home or something like that too. So let me try to get a little bit more. Show me clearly. Okay. Okay, Seven of Swords. Okay, sneaky. What's going on there? Ooh, Five of Pentacles. Definitely getting some clarity about something, but it may not go well. All right. Page of Cups. Okay. King of Wands. Devil card, World card. Somebody else had this combination. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Sagittarius. They had a similar combination. Sagittarius did. So if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, that video might be actually don't watch that one. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, don't watch that one because it was not good for cross watchers. Okay, let's see. All right, Two of Wands. All right, Ten of Swords. Ooh, okay. And Sagittarius card at the bottom of the deck. So if you are dealing with a Sagittarius, there might be an ending coming for you guys pretty soon. So, all right. So let's see. This is, as usual, you know me, how I do with Libra readings. All right. Seven of Swords and Four of Wands. All right. So some of you, I mean, the Seven of Swords, I mean, you know, it is a cheating card. It doesn't have to be. Okay. It could just be sneaking around. I mean, in its best case scenario, you know, it is Christmas time. It could be like your significant other sneaking around and maybe they're going to propose, or maybe they're going to buy something for your home, or maybe they're going to buy a home, or it could be something fantastic like that. But I'm not seeing that like going on here with everything. So my take would be either there is somebody like that is sneaking around, in a love situation. Okay, I think you're going to have very clear idea on that very soon. All right, with this Ace of Swords and Five of Pentacles. Actually, it's just maybe this is just a money thing. Hang on, let me take a look. Let me put down a few more things. So you definitely have an ending here. But it's a good thing, because it's very controlling, this situation. Extremely controlling. Okay. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, holding on to someone from the past. Okay, when there's somebody new that is, wow, okay. So I just clarified this Four of Pentacles. That was your overall energy. Now, mind you, this is the energy of both of you, okay? So your mutual energy is the Four of Pentacles. So that means like somebody probably is being very guarded, because they're very guarded of their heart, okay? So they might not open up the easiest, okay? And the other person is maybe still holding on to someone from the past. Thus, they are in this energy too, guarded and not opening up, okay? But what's actually needing to happen is this, okay? The Fool card just flew out here too. All right. So what's needing to happen is a clean slate, either with this person, although I feel like this is needing to transform and move on to someone else. Okay, so we have the Fool card, the Magician card. Both these cards are about new beginnings, new tools, new ways of looking at things, and having faith in the future, and feeling more positive, and creating what you want, that sort of thing. The Hierophant is here. Commit to it, stick to it. Could be a Taurus, that could be weddings like in your future, or like D1 or something like that. With the Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun card. This can also be about moving, like you guys moving. Again, maybe, there could be somebody like wanting to buy a home, something like that. All right, so these are all very, very, very positive cards. So here's a couple of the love cards I threw out. These are like additional little helpers. And, this one I have, it says palm tree. And it says stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. And I put that on this group here, okay? So there could be, again, like I said, it could be somebody like just, maybe it's not them like being cheating, or, it's sneaky in a good way. Maybe they're looking for a home or something like that. I mean, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility, and it's with the Four of Wands. Maybe they want to propose. Maybe they want you to move in. Maybe, that kind of deal. There's something going on here about stability and security and that kind of situation. Now we also though have this card, which is placed over the World card and Devil card, okay, that says mirror. It says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. I'm going to read that again because I was kind of not that clear. So again, the card is called Mirror, and there's like a picture of it, like a hand mirror, and it says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, and introspection. So, and it's funny because the World card, that's why I don't know, I didn't really feel like it was a definite ending, although we do have the Ten of Swords here. That's why I was like not sure. It almost looks like a mirror in a sense, like a big oval mirror, okay? And we have this Devil. So it's like, I feel like you guys, there's something here that you guys could be like mirroring each other in a situation. Relationships reflect our wounds. So where you feel hurt, where you feel wounded and things like that, it's like I feel like there's a relationship here that is reflecting that same thing back to you. Okay, so that might be something to pay attention to. Now we also have an ending over here, and we have that clarified with the chaser. Okay, so it says chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Okay, and that's with the Emperor and the Ten of Swords. Now, for some of you, this could have something to do with father. You know, I hate to be so blatant or whatever, but it could be father issues here. All right, with the Emperor. And, you know, I don't want to be insensitive either, because with the Ten of Swords here, I mean, this might not necessarily be the end of a relationship. This could be a possible, you know, a loss of some sort, especially with the Five of Pentacles here too. So I don't want to put that lightly either. I mean, some of you, they could be experiencing a loss of some sort. Now, this is not a predicting thing. Like, I'm not, you know, like you'd probably know, because there's no Tower card here, like where it would come out of the blue. So, you know, don't be like, oh my God, that tarot card reader is predicting my father is going to, you know, it would be something like probably that you would know is coming anyway, you know, because there's no surprise moments here. So for some of you, all right, but for others of you, I think that this has to do, because there's a lot of soul searching in this reading, like a ton. There's a ton of conversation and a ton of soul searching, a ton of like not really sure what to do yet either. And that's okay. You know, you don't have to like absolutely make any decisions at this time. Although I do feel the sooner you do, like you have these like amazing cards coming in. But, you know, part of this too, I think, you know, again, it says chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. So like always like kind of chasing this like this relationship and this codependence because of the fear of abandonment and all that, and it may stem from something to do with a father figure. So this could even be like a pretty deep philosophical reading, like suggesting like the killing of you know, like not really actually doing that, but like, you know, the overbearing father type image, or, you know, things like that. Maybe you have some issues, abandonment issues with a father figure or something. So it could be like the end to those, and realizing that and realizing what you're chasing, you know, why are you chasing this, and that kind of thing. I see a whole lot of confusion, I'm going to be honest, like for December. So I see some really good things building up for you, but I think unfortunately December is kind of like the tear down period where you're hitting the hard stuff, you're looking at the hard stuff, but it's all because you need to, because, you know, 2020 is right around the corner, and it's like I feel like you'll be in a much better place in that year, okay, because of whatever all of this is. Your readings have been on and off for, you know, at least for me, you know, I'm not sure about other readers, but whoever watches mine in the Libra videos, there's been a couple that have been pretty good, but there's been a lot that have been this like just struggle. And I see that this is kind of the culmination of that in a way, and that there's some opportunities here for some extremely profound change to happen, okay? And it's like the groundwork for that, so that you can step into the new year with some new things. Because both of you, neither one of you in this scenario are really doing each other any good right now, because you guys are not opening up. You guys are guarded. Somebody's thinking about like holding on way too tight to somebody from the past, and somebody is just like afraid to open that heart in a sincere way. So it's very, very tough energy, but, you know, much needed too. Now, again, going back to this, there is going to be some sort of discussion here, I feel, where you're going to have a lot of clarity, but it's not going to feel that great. But it's for a purpose. Okay, let me clarify that a little bit, because you do have some like lighter energy here too. Some of you may have like 2 kids with the 2 pages here. All right, so they could be a factor in your decisions. I mean, the thing I do like is this, and especially like if you guys are married and you have like 2 kids, okay, it's like I almost feel like one of them's on your side and the other one's on, you know, one's on mom's side, one's on dad's side, is kind of what I see. And not really, I mean, but like one probably really clicks with you, the other clicks with the other parent, that kind of deal. But the good thing I do like is the Queen of Swords is looking at the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is looking at the Queen of Swords. So you guys aren't ignoring, like, I feel like this is sticking together for the kids' sake, you know, but that's not necessarily a bad thing either. I mean, depending on how, you know, how you see things, okay? This could even be an argument. This could be an argument about money, something about the house. That could be, you know, because the kids factor in, you know, you got to make sure you have money for the kids. Maybe somebody snuck around and bought something, like made a major a major purchase, and kind of left you guys, you know, a little bit in the hole. And maybe that's what's going on here. And it's there could be like so many different scenarios. Ooh, the Death card is here too. For some of you, this may, and the Tower card. For some of you, this may be a very difficult month. Okay, it could be the loss of a relationship, in many different forms. So it might not necessarily be a romantic relationship for you guys. It could be the loss of someone else that is close to you. But when I see the Death card, the Five of Pentacles, the World card, and the Ten of Swords, there's a parting here, and the Tower card as well. So so I feel like what you thought was stable, what you thought was secure, what you thought was permanent, enduring, flexible, all of those things, unfortunately, I do feel like either due to someone cheating or not giving you, you know, or doing something behind your back, I do feel like it is the end here. That there's some discussions made, but I feel especially, you know, I feel this is probably you, Libra, with the Queen of Swords, and I feel like you are just, you don't have a whole bunch of emotions attached to this anymore. You're done with that, and you're just saying, okay, look, here's how you messed up, and here's what we're gonna do. You know, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to take this, I'm going to take that, I'm going to take the kids, whatever, you know, it's like, and you get this, and you get that, and that's that, and I don't want to hear any more about it. You know, it's like that kind of discussion is what I feel from this. This looks pretty defining. Now, this is not going to be for everybody. This is obviously a very specific type of reading, so don't worry if you're not in there. And I do see this as somebody with kids. So again, like if you don't have kids, it's probably not the reading for you guys. Check the singles reading or something like that. I do think though some soul searching is in need here because of the Mirror card. Because again, like what you're in your relationships for, I mean, there's some, it's reflecting your wounds too. I do feel then after this discussion, like you're very clear about like all these things, but I think there's a backtracking of that later, like more later in the end of the month. Maybe it's like now you're like, oh shit, I said that but now I don't know what to do, you know, because it's like now you found this out, you have this clarity, and now you're kind of like up in the air, like what do I do now kind of thing, and I don't really have a plan, and I feel like you'll be assessing that. And I think, you know, it's going to be a little stressful, but I do feel like with the Two of Wands here that you will get an idea of like which direction you do want to head in. Again, for some of you, I feel, you know, and again, don't like let this get in your, because, you know, I mean, but there could be a loss of someone else, all right? It doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic relationship ending, okay? So, and that could make sense too, because there might be like homes involved or things like that. There might be a sense of not knowing what to do. There may be other kids and siblings, things like that, you know, kind of deal. So if that does, you know, my heart goes out to you. Been there, I understand, and you know, and especially in December, that's I can very much relate to that. But again, for those of you, like, I don't feel this would be. The Tower card is here, but again, I don't feel like it's a surprise. Like this, again, like don't be worried. Like, oh my God, who's gonna die? You know, it's not like that. This would be something that you're kind of halfway expecting. Okay, so all right, so I do see that. Let me pull you guys some oracle cards and things like that. What I was going to say on the lighter side, like if this is just the death, well, not that that's light either, but if this is the death of a relationship, like the end of a relationship, it's over, it's done. I do feel there is somebody flirty around you that is interested, okay? Because you did, I wanted to mention that, ooh, twin flames, wow. Okay, because at the bottom of the deck when I pulled those cards was I like you is the card, and it says someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, and want to date. So for some of you, if this reading, you know, only parts of it resonate, and it's not that, because I think somebody here is going to have a very heavy scenario here. But for others of you, I feel like it's just maybe it's an ending of a relationship. You find out something, this person's cheating, this whatever's going on, you're done. You know, there could be somebody around you that is interested and flirting, because the Page of Cups is facing, and they might be younger than you, they're facing the Queen of Swords, right? So I mean, it's like there could be like this little flirty offer. And you know what, under that I like you card is twin flames. So it says yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. I'm sorry, they misspelled it. Okay, so yeah, so there could be somebody like around you too. So, and that happens a lot of times when there's like a big ending to a relationship. Then, isn't that weird? You know, somebody like will, you know, step right in or something like that. So, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio. That's about all I see. Yeah, for signs. Aquarius, possibly. Yeah, Aquarius. Yeah, that's okay. So that's all I see for that. Pisces, possibly too. Okay. Let's pull some oracle cards. See what's going on. See if there's a couple advice cards for you guys. All right. So advice for Libras out there in their love situation in December, please. December 2019. Advice for the situation, please. Okay, well, that's pretty good. All right. Okay, door to romance is here. Warrior woman, yeah, I feel like you're, and that's like the Ace of Swords empowerment. She's got a sword, so I feel like you're going to be very clear about something. So for some of you, like I said, I only put in that other part because I felt like that was for someone out there that may lose somebody like this you know, this month or something. But for the most of you, I feel like it's like you're just kind of laying down the law, and you found something out, you got a lot of truth and clarity about something, and you're like, nope. You know, and you're just a truth warrior is what I feel. And then that opens this door to romance too. Let's see, you have 6th chakra. Yeah, you know, 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, and awakening, a new way of being. So I really get the sense you're off to something new, a new cycle. It's tough and all of that. I totally saw that. It's pretty profound, but it's like I've been kind of seeing this lurking and lurking and lurking with the Libra readings. I feel like for some of you, you know, December could be like your month to make the move. All right, to if this ain't working out, it's not working out, become that warrior. And you do have the door to romance here. I think that there's some other, you know, opportunity. And now the other thing is too, I think a lot of people tend to like wait until something like that happens. Like they think, well, I don't want to get out of this relationship until like I think I can have a relationship with this person. You know, that's not a way to go either. You know, you got to be a warrior, you know, because the thing is, just leave that stuff up to the universe. The universe wants to see you make moves that are positive for you. So, but they don't like to see, well, I'll get out of this, you know, stuck, not going anywhere relationship when somebody else, you know, when I know I can have a relationship with this, you know, that won't work. So, you know, let's not focus on that door to romance card. Let's focus on warrior woman. I think that's the one to kind of go with. So, all right, Libra, that's a love reading. Sorry, pretty heavy stuff, but hopefully the thing is, these readings, they'll be like that, and then they won't, then they're uplifting, then they're good, then they're, you know, let's not forget all the great cards that we're seeing underneath the deck. You know, there's good things coming, you know, soon. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there, and have a fantastic December, guys. All right, and I'm going to put your career reading and singles reading attached in the comments. So, all right, bye, guys.